Hey guys, just waiting for people to come in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I am here because I end up sewing up this Ava purse from Bagstock. And I have to say, this purse is gorgeous. But I made some mistakes on it. I don't know if you can see the stitching around the top. This is the inside lining, which is gorgeous. And then here goes the inside. So the inside have two slip pockets, no, one slip pocket, 6 card slots, a zipper pocket, and we are going to do the same exact thing, but I am going to eliminate the card slots and I'm going to make 2 zipper pockets. So I end up messing up over here on the top because I wasn't understanding at first, but then when I realized it, then I end up trying to stitching it together and it just didn't come out right. But I end up using faux vinyl and 100% cotton for the lining, and it is a gorgeous purse. I love it. I gave it a 2-tone handle and it's gorgeous. So what I am going to do is I was thinking about making a external slip pocket. So that's what I'm planning to do. And I'm gonna end up doing it in the front. So let me get my pieces. I end up already trying to add my handles because when I sewed that one up, I didn't do the handles first, and oh my god. I was so much in a rush for the purse that I could not wait. So I'm gonna do the handles first. Now this is not a tutorial, guys. This is just me sewing up this purse. Okay, so now I'm using a double-sided handle. Well, not a double-sided handle, contrast handle. And now I end up cutting this to 3/4 of an inch, and this is 1 inch. And I just want to lay it in the middle and giving it a pop of the blue color on the sides. So I'm just gonna go run this down. Let me add some more tape. So I hope everyone's doing good this morning. Have you got any plans after church? What are your plans? So I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take me. I might not be up here. I might not be able to sew the whole purse together, but I'm gonna do as much as I can. So I have a tan thread on the top and I have a blue thread on the bottom because I want my contrasting thread on the back part to coordinate. So remember, whenever you have a different lining and you don't want it to show out your mistakes, definitely use the same color thread. So now I want to top stitch, and I'm going to top stitch at 4 at 4.5. So here we go. Now as you get closer to the edge, you want to slow down, and you're going to turn, and then we're going to go down the other end. There we go. How we all doing today? I'm just here sewing up a purse that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of messed up on it bad, and I just want to redo it. And there goes the strap. So now I want to take my hardware and I want to put it in and go in about 1 inch. And I want to clip this on the side, but I don't want to sew it up yet because I want to use the same bottom color. And I don't want to change the thread yet. So then you take your other side of your swivel hook and you clamp it down to about 1 inch. And I'm using rose gold hardware. And you know, I think I got some rose gold rivets. Hold on. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to put 1 rivet on each side instead of using thread. And I wanted to use a turn lock, but I don't have the turn locks in rose gold. I only have it in silver and in gold. So that's gonna be obsolete. Okay, so I do have a ribbon placement that I end up making on my Glowforge. And now I just want to mark it with the pen. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. Just want to make it even, line it up, and make sure that it's lined up even. And now I want to come in with my Japanese hole punch, and I lost the bottom. This, guys, oh, where's the cover to it? Then I'm going to come in with my mat. And we are going to create a hole. Now, do I have my light on? No. Let me turn my light on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. This is why I usually don't like to go live. Okay, so I have my Japanese hole punch, and you could get these things on Amazon, or you can use a leather hole puncher. So now I'm just adding that in, and then I'm going to tighten it up. I don't know why my thing keep on coming out. I guess I'll use this one. Okay, and now we're just gonna add the rivet. And clamp it on. And let's do the other side. Yeah, the leather hole puncher is better. You don't got to keep on pressing down. And All I have to do now later is just clamp it with my rivet press. So there goes my handles. Oh, it's so dark in here. Okay, a little bit brighter. Okay, so there goes my handles. And they look really good. So now, I gotta look at the pattern. So I'm not doing no credit card slots. So what I want to do, I want to bring in my lining pieces. And I'm gonna do 2 zipper. Okay, where's my overlay at? And my 4 pieces of internal pocket plus my interior face. Okay. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, here we go. So now I want to add some markings to the back of my zipper panel. And where is my ruler? Oh, I ain't never ready when it comes to a live, guys. Okay, so I got my ruler. I got my silver pen marking, which I can't find the other part, but that's all right. Now I want to go down and put down on the markings that it says. Okay. Now, a lot of times when I'm making a purse, I do the purses in sections. For the simple fact, it does take a long time. Okay, and I'm going to transfer the markings to the next one. Now, there is this thing that I've been wanting to make, and I want to alter a jersey. But, you know, there's always something holding you back. Always. Okay, now I'm just going to split this middle. This middle piece is 1/2 inch, so I want to make a line 1/4 inch. Straight down the middle. And then we're going to create a Y. And you just want to draw 2 lines down to meet that middle line. And that's where it's going to show you where you're going to stop when you go cut this up. So I've been bag making for the last 5, 6 years. And one day I'm going to have to show you all the bags that I made. Some of them are horrible and a lot of them I sold. Okay, so now we want to bring in our two lining pieces. And now I am going to put this okay. I keep on thinking that my other laptop was a touch screen. This one ain't. Okay, right now I'm just reading. Okay, okay. I want to bring and layer my zipper. Hey, T, how you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I gotta see. Hold on. Okay, so I want to add my layer down to the where they want it to, where it says in your pattern. Let me fold this in half and crease. Always do all your creases. I usually do this at the beginning when I'm cutting it up, but I didn't do it this time. I was in a rush because cutting it and wanting to sew it up the same day, it's definitely time consuming, because to cut out a pattern, sometimes it takes an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes it takes less. It all depends on how many materials and how many patterns you have to cut. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good this morning, T. Okay, so I got my centers on my lining. Now the reason why you cut your centers is because it's like building a house. When you build a house, it's never square. Never, never, never square. So when you do your center marks and you add it to the main piece, it would line up even. Okay, let me bring this back down. And that looks good right there. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and we are going to sew a box all the way around. I'm thinking about getting a different table. I want to get a cylinder. Oh my God. But my husband, I want a cylinder arm so bad. I mean, I could taste it in my mouth. Well, I want a lot of things. Oh, you serious, girl? Oh my God, I would love that. Now, I don't know if you know, but when I do lives, it just takes me forever because I'm never set. Okay, now why my bobbin is showing through? Okay, so I got that one, and this is the box that I was telling you about. So all you want to do is just go around, and then we are going to trim that line that we made in the middle. We're going to cut all of that out, and we're going to make a V slit. So let me add this other one to here, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay. I just got too many things on this small little table. I can't take it. I remember when I started crafting, guys. I was in my corner on my dining room table. And we had this big old huge dining room table that had 8 chairs. It took up the whole entire dining room. I mean, it was humongous. And I would have a lot of my friends come over and we would sit down and craft. And this was when I was doing paper crafts with Cricut. I mean, I do some awesome paper stuff. I just don't have the feel for it no more. Okay, so we did our for both of our lace for our zipper, not our lace. And now I'm just going to take this and I am going to make a slit. As you can see, I made a slit, and now we're going to continue to keep on cutting down that line. And we're going to cut it till we get to that V line. And then you want to take it and go up to your threads, but without snipping it. Just take your time doing this part. And do the same to the other side. And it should look like this, with the 2 tabs coming out on the side. Now I want to bring my iron in. Would I be able to iron it if I turn it on the inside? Maybe not. So now I want to bring in my other piece. And do the same. Oh, look at what I did. Let me see if I can. I'm just fixing this mistake real quick. And I went down too far. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put these on the side, and I'm going to come in with my zipper tape. And I'm going to need 2 9-inch zippers. Do I have my lighter? Yep. Now guys, if you don't buy your tape, your zipper tape, this is so cost efficient. It costs a little bit more to get the zipper pulls, but guys, you get to design your own zipper pulls, and they're awesome. So now I'm gonna grab my lighter. I want to burn the edges if I can with this air conditioner. And we are going to add our zipper pull. Okay. Now, there's different things that you can use them for. A fork. You can use a towel holder. It's kind of a square piece that you put on the side of your kitchen, and you can hang up little towels. But I got that and some other, but it's so much easier for me just to put it in this way. And all you guys do is just make sure that it lines up at the top. And it looks like it lines up. And then you want to pull. And then, there you go. You see how straight it is? It's like you never even took it apart. And let me do that to the other side. Okay. So now I want to take my zipper and I want to add it to the edge up here. So I'm going to need some tape. I really don't need no tape. I'm just going to clip it up here. Because what we're going to do, we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam. I don't know if I have this angle right. I might want to move you guys. Well, we'll see. And there goes one side. Now we're going to add the other side. So right side up, zipper tape face down with the right side up. I think I'm going to clip it this time. And sew a 1/4 inch. I think at the other side, I didn't do a 1/4 inch. What did I do? I was just sewing away, guys. Okay, let's go back and sew this up at a 1/4 inch. Okay, pull your zipper, pull out the way. Okay. I need to bring out my other piece of leather so all of this could stop. Now you want to open it up, fold down your seam with your zipper tab or zipper, and you want to try to open this up because we are going to lay this in between our interior lining. So let's go ahead and do the other side because I'm making 2 slip pockets.